Hola amigos, Dr. Labrunicky. Today we're going to take a look at the most commonly used verb in the Spanish language, ser, which means to be. We're going to take a look at how to conjugate it in the present, preterite, imperfect future conditional, and the present and imperfect subjunctive forms. Alright, let's get started. Here's a common verb chart for the verb ser in the present tense. This is exactly as our textbook shows it. Now, if you're just starting Spanish, this verb chart is not going to mean a lot to you. But we've got soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. What do these verbs mean? Well, let's take a look. Soy is I am. Eres, you are. Es, he is, she is, or you are, the formal version. Notice I place the pronouns in front of the verb if I'm making a statement. If I'm making a question, I can put them after the verb. Oftentimes in Spanish, these pronouns are going to be omitted, and it means the exact same thing. But oftentimes when you're starting Spanish and you're doing verb conjugation activities, they'll give you the pronoun, they'll give you a blank, and then the verb, and that lets you know which form of the verb you need to conjugate it as. And one other note, if you're just getting started with Spanish, usted is a polite way to say you, and I typically use that with somebody that I do not know well, or a superior like a boss or a teacher, somebody that I want to show respect to. All right, here's some more forms. We got somos, and it could be nosotros somos or nosotras somos. If it's somos, it just means we are. But if I say nosotros, that can mean we are, and it can be all males or a group of males and females. If I say nosotras, that has to be a group of 100% females. The informal way of saying y'all in Spain is sois, and that can be vosotros or vosotras. Again, the endings indicate if we're talking about males, males and females, or all females. And same thing for ellos and ellas. Ellos is they, talking about males or males and females, and ellas has to be 100% females. But son just means they are, and ustedes son means you all are. All right, here's our subject pronouns, which are very important if you're just starting out in Spanish. Yo is I, tú with an accent is you, él with the accent he, ella, she. Notice that the double L makes a Y sound and it's not ella. Usted is you formal and can be abbreviated capital UD period. Nosotros, nosotros, we. Vosotros, vosotros, y'all. Ellos, ellas, they. Ustedes, all of you, and ustedes can be abbreviated capital UDS period. You might see it both ways. All right, here's some examples of how we use the verb ser in the present tense. De donde eres tú? Where are you from? And typically de and ser are going to go together to talk about place of origin. Nosotros somos graciosos. Las casas son blancas. All right, let's take a look at ser and also ir in the preterite past tense. We're going to take a look at two different past tenses in this video. The preterite and the imperfect. And if you'd like more explanation about those, I have videos that focus on just explaining those verb tenses along with the other verb tenses. We're going to take a look here as well. Anyways, we've got fui, I went or I was. Fuiste, you went or you were. Fue, he or she went, he or she was. Fuimos, we went or we were. Fuistais, y'all went, y'all were. Fueron, they went, they were, or you all went or you all were. An example of the preterite tense would be giving a specific moment in time that's a completed past action. So you might say, yo fui al cine anoche. I went to the movie theater last night. All right, let's continue on here. All right, here we've got ser in the imperfect past tense. And there's only 3 irregular verbs in the imperfect past tense, and ser is one of them. There's ir, ser, and ver are the irregulars. But here we go. We got era, eras, era, éramos, erais, eran. Notice that on the nosotros form, éramos has an accent. This is used for repeated or habitual actions in the past. So an example could be yo era travieso en escuela primaria. I was mischievous in elementary school. All right, let's take a look at the ser in the future tense. In here it's a regular verb. And notice all the forms have an accent except now not the nosotros form. Seré, I will be. Serás, será. Seremos, seráis, serán. Typical example that people use, lo que será, será. Whatever will be, will be. In the conditional tense, saying somebody would do something. Sería, serías, sería. Seríamos, seríais, serían. And again, you're saying somebody would do something with the conditional tense. Notice the accent on all the I's there. Yo sería rico, pero gano poco dinero. And the present subjunctive, this is when there might be doubt or hopes or emotions involved. Sea, seas, sea, seamos, seáis, sean. And notice that the yo form and the third person singular form, sea, are the same. An example, espero que yo sea más inteligente después de estudiar. And lastly, the imperfect subjunctive. This is calling for the same use of the subjunctive, emotion or doubt. Same thing that would elicit the subjunctive, but I'm talking about something in the past tense or the conditional tense. So it could be the preterite, the imperfect, or the conditional. And then I'm talking about something that elicits a doubt, uncertainty, emotion. That would call for the imperfect subjunctive. And I've got other videos about that explaining that as well. But here's our conjugations. Fuera, fueras, fuera, fuéramos, fuerais, fueran. Again, notice the yo form and the he, she form are the same conjugations. Nosotros, we've got an accent. And that's the conjugations for the imperfect subjunctive of ser. All right, thanks for tuning in. Gracias por mirar. Can click the subscribe button for free access to all my videos, Learning Spanish with Dr. L, and let me know if you have any comments below. Adios.